I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, COVID has messed with our careers, and if you thought about a career change, I'm going to tell you, is real estate the career you should use? How can you make money in real estate? It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. If you've been threatened by the IRS, you're not helpless. I'm attorney Justin Clark. You have the power to fight wage garnishments and to fight levies on your account. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your life.
This is a special offer from IQ Power Solar.
Stop paying high electric bills with a solar power system from IQ Power Solar. And now it's never been easier. IQ Power Solar can give you immediate electric bill relief right now when you go solar. IQ Power Solar will reimburse you for your very next electric bill. Plus, if you're a first responder, IQ Power Solar will pay your program payment for the rest of the year. Call 407-585-1018 now or visit iqpowersolar.com.
And welcome to You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, or even looking to sell your home, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think of it like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room, but with my attorney advice throughout the way. If you have any questions whatsoever, I have people standing by right now. The phone number is right there on the screen, 407-205-0400. If you want to start that house hunt, you want to find that dream home this weekend, Dallas Lehman is standing by to get you pre-qualified. Same phone number, 407-205-0400. Great show for you this weekend. You will not want to miss a single minute. But first, the opening statement. The opening statement today is brought to you by my good friend, Stephen Bader, the COO of IQ Power Solar. As you know, I saved $15,000 last year by going solar. It wasn't just the monthly electricity bills that went down. My tax bill went down as well. Steve, how did we do it? Live here on site with the COO of IQ Power Solar, Stephen Bader. I already had solar installed on my house. I wanted to see his crew in action against Steve. You must admit, this is the most talented crew in all of solar.
I'm pretty happy with it.
The guys are doing a great job up there, obviously, professional. I mean, solar can have some people and some businesses that aren't so good. What separates IQ Power Solar?
Well, it's really valuable to have your own install crew instead of subcontractors, et cetera. So these guys work together year after year. They've done a lot of trainings together. Every time there's a new product that comes to market, they go to manufacturer trainings. We're actually a warranty center for a lot of manufacturers, which is really cool, and it distinguishes us, especially when it comes to servicing. But really, it's just about cohesiveness. You know, these guys, they get here in the morning, they review the engineer drawings together. Sometimes they review the drawings in the office on a chalkboard environment when there's problems and stuff like that. But they lay it out and then just execute. So it's really cool when they have a lot of experience together, just like anything else.
There's something to be said for one truck, two trucks, three trucks, all with the logo on there. Everyone has the same shirt, IQ Power Solar. I mean, this is a real professional organization.
We try.
And Stephen Bader, IQ Power Solar, thanks for coming out today.
Of course.
You know, I've been excited about this show for quite a long time. In fact, it might be one of the most important shows we've ever done here on You Have Real Estate. The reason is very simple. COVID has changed our lives. It's changed our careers, no doubt about it. You get on I-4 right now, you still will not see that many cars there at 8:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, because a lot of us are working from home. We used to work in offices. Now we work from home. And what's going through your head now? You're saying, I can't stand to go back to work and see that boss. I don't want to go back to that office environment and deal with that guy anymore. Now, my staff's not saying that. I don't know. You ask them. But a lot of us are thinking, what better time than now to have a change of career? Because it all threw us for a loop. I mean, the last year has really thrown us all for a loop. And what better time, I guess. And I know many of you have thought you want to change careers. And you see the show, and you see we have a great real estate agent on the show, and you say, maybe real estate is for me. I mean, not only that, we live in Florida, a state where at least 900 people are moving to a day, a state where the real estate market is very hot. But as you know, I've warned you many times that while the great agents we have on the show make it look super easy, and they look super rich, and they just work on Saturday, show a few houses, and make millions of dollars. Real estate's tough. You really have to make a decision whether you can make money in real estate or not. And we're going to answer those questions about whether real estate is for you. And we're going to do so by asking real questions. Every Saturday here on You Have Real Estate, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Today on the program, happy to welcome back our good friend Lee Goldberg. Goldberg, the realtor. Hello, Lee. How are you?
I'm doing great.
And
glad to be here.
First-time visitor, Addie Owens from Lake County is here.
Hi.
Hey, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. And one of the reasons I'm so excited about today is because you have a real estate school. You train people to, first of all, take that real estate exam, but then even post-exam how to be successful in real estate. And you do so through the Touchstone Real Estate School. But then, Lee, you created this amazing program that you and I have been talking about for a few weeks. And I think can I formally announce it today, or do I have to keep it under wraps?
No, it's public.
You've made me keep it under wraps so long now, I'm like scared to mention it. It's the Gold Rush Coaching and Mentorship Program. Let me start with this. And Lee, I'll start with you. Should I change careers and get into real estate?
Well, it depends what your career is right now. It all depends on your financial situation. It all depends on do you have a second income coming into your home somehow? But it's a great career to be in, but it is not an easy career, as you mentioned. It is extremely hard and extremely tough and stressful, but it's a great career. It's a very rewarding career, and it's it's just an awesome career, period. Yeah, the answer is yes. If you had to say yes, it's yes.
But it is a transition for someone who has been on W-2. They get the same check every 2 weeks or every week, and now when you switch to real estate, you're on your own at the end of the day.
Yeah, listen, when I started, it was tough. I got in the business at the worst possible time in history, 2009, 2010. Right now, we're seeing the best time in history. So it wasn't easy. I was a single dad. I got divorced in 2012. I had to drive a taxi, a yellow cab, not an Uber. It didn't exist then. I had to go to the pawn shop. I had to decide, do I want to go show a rental for $100 or go eat? Like, that actually happened in my life. And now I'm selling almost over $30 million a year in sales. So it can happen. Anyone can do it. But yeah, there is no check, and you have to be a self-starter. This isn't you go to the office at 8 and come home at 5. This is a 24/7 business if you want to be highly successful.
It seems to me the first step in becoming a realtor or a real estate agent is you have to take that exam. I mean, you have to pass the real estate exam before you can become an agent, obviously. And Addie, I think that's where Touchstone really comes in here. You help get me prepared for that real estate exam. Couple questions on that. How often is that exam given? Like with the bar exam, it was given twice a year. How often is the real estate exam given, and how difficult is it?
Well, you have to pass 2 exams. One is I know, right? Well, I like to say the barrier to entry is very low, but the avenue to success is a completely different story. So you have to pass 2 exams. The end of course exam, which is given at the end of every class schedule that we offer, and then you have to pass the state exam. So we ensure that you're going to pass the state exam by allowing you to take that end of course exam and have to pass it before we can graduate you and move on to that state exam.
Got it. What should I budget? And I don't mean starting my career. I mean literally just getting through the initial courses and taking the exam. How much should I budget to get to that point where, okay, I'm a licensed agent?
Well, if you're going to be a realtor member, then you need to join all the different boards. So I would budget for a new realtor looking to come into the market at least $3,000 to $5,000 for their beginning of their career, and then have 6 months of reserve set aside in order to be successful, because you really want to transition.
Yeah. So how does Touchstone work? So I sign up for your classes or whatever. How many months or weeks of classes do I take before I actually take that exam?
For a pre-licensing course on the sales associate exam, you only have to take 63 hours. So we can do that in as little as 7 days. Really, within 7 days, you can be on your path for your new career. It's really just the barrier to entry, very low. Avenues to success, completely different.
And if I could say something, think about it. What business can you start for $3,000 to $5,000. And if you had to do it for a little bit less, you probably could, but to do it correctly, that's what you should do. That you could, in your first year, in theory, you can earn six figures. What business can you do that in? And this is one of the very few, but more importantly, what I love about this business, besides being successful and paying my bills now and living a good life, is we're helping people. And that's the most important part about this. And that's the one thing, there's two types of realtors. There's the realtors that are out there that are helping people, and then there are others that are out there just for money. And you'll pretty much be able to figure out which ones those are very easily. And that's why I like being in this business.
And this is for both of you, I guess, because once I get that license, I am kind of on my own. But there are a lot of brokers out there, whether the new EXP, the Keller Williams that's been around a while, Century. We've all heard these Coldwell Bankers, of course, of the world, Touchstones of the world, who have been around. You've heard these names.
You have real estate.
Yeah, there's a few. Okay, there's a plethora of them. You're going to have your options, but once you do take that exam, you're going to have to hang your license somewhere. How do I make that decision? This is for both of you about where I hang my license.
I don't think there's a right fit. There's so many different brokers, so many different brokerages. It depends on your needs. Do you need a lot of hand-holding and education or training? Do you need somebody else to try to hold you accountable? Or are you self-driven, which you really need to be successful in the real estate industry? You need to be that self-driving personality. I don't think there's one right answer. It depends on your personal needs and the broker that's in charge in that particular office, that personality mesh, because when you join a brokerage, you're really joining a family with no two ways about it. You're going to spend a lot of time with them. You're going to be on the phone with them, talking about different deals, promoting each other, advocating for one another. You really just need to get in and meet the other people within the brokerage.
Yeah,
it's a tough question.
It is.
And a lot of the times you're not going to stay at that first brokerage that you're at. And when you started this road to, hey, I want to be a realtor, you probably started asking questions from people that you know already. You need to go somewhere you're going to get the training. And when you interview brokers, you're interviewing the broker. They're not interviewing you. The broker works for you as the realtor.
Well, I'm going to flag on that. I'm interviewing them, I promise you.
So it's a little of both, but really, what is the broker? What is the brokerage going to do for the realtor? And it's all about the training and learning the business, learning the legality, learning how to do the contracts, all the back end stuff. Then you got to learn the real part of the business of how to do the job and how to get the business, and that's the hardest part.
Yeah, it seems like there are two main questions that you're going to ask yourself when you decide where are you going to hang this license. What broker are you going to choose? Because all brokers are going to have a copy machine, right? They all have a copy machine. We get that. You can make
they
copies.
All have technology.
And they all have technology. They're all going to give you an email account or whatever. But the two questions I think are training and what percentage am I having to give to my broker. Those are the two main things that are really going to come up, because I know personally there are some brokers out there that are going to charge you 30%. They're saying, well, we're going to train you, we're going to give you leads. I know for a fact that's not going to happen. I know that broker will not do that, because there are some bad ones out there. There are some great ones too. Lee, what should my high, a VIG as we'd call it in Las Vegas where you spend some time, what is the highest I should go on this broker commission?
It all depends what you're getting for it. If you're getting referrals and leads, you could be on a 50-50 split. There's 60-40s, there's 90-10s. You get what you pay for in this business. And I got to tell you this, and you know this, 100% of nothing is nothing. And that's one of the biggest problems that realtors and new realtors, they worry about percentages too much, and they worry about splits too much. You got to worry about how much is going in your bank account. What did you do to get it? How many hours did it take? Because the amount of hours for the amount of work that you did, I can guarantee is going to be a lot easier than anything else you've done in your life. However, it needs to be fair, but you've got to get that value out of it.
Right. And I would concur with that. It's the risk versus reward. When you're on a 50-50 split, you're generally not investing your own funds into lead generation. You're really just reaping the benefits of somebody else's invested funds.
Like for me, if someone works with me and I give them a lead or a referral, it's going to be a 50-50 split. I'm not a broker, but I'm a team leader. If I'm handing out that lead, that's the split.
As it should be. It's just sometimes I hear promises of sending leads that are really unfulfilled promises too.
Almost never happens. happens when a broker says they're going to give you leads. Almost never happens.
Well, I think it goes back to what you're saying. You kind of interview the broker as well during that interview process.
Right.
You know?
They hand you a weekly schedule and ask you to sit behind a desk and
we know that.
play free admin.
We know. We know that Sunday morning
floor
party.
time.
Yeah.
Although I will say the floor time at our office on Park Avenue is phenomenal because we are right on Park Avenue.
Yeah.
I don't do it, but a lot of junior agents do.
Absolutely.
It has to be a highly pedestrian area for that to be successful.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Do me a favor. If you were thinking about a career change, look, there's no commitment here. What you should do is call Addie Owens right now, Touchstone Real Estate School, 407-205-0400. She'll talk you through it. She'll tell you what's going to happen, what steps you would need to take to become an agent if you're thinking about a career change. Maybe she's going to tell you it's not for you, or maybe she's going to tell you that, hey, get your license, but maybe keep your day job for a while. There are a lot of decisions that are going to be made during this transition time, but we know we have to get that license. If you want to become an agent, and to do so, you need some training and some studying prior to taking that test. But I loved what you said earlier. The avenue to success is big. I mean, after you get that license, no one is giving you a paycheck anymore. You have to develop an avenue to success. And what you told me a couple weeks ago about the Gold Rush coaching and mentorship program, I think that's the avenue to success.
Thank you. I do too. I had nothing like that. I had a mentor, Gary, who's been great for me, who you know for my whole career, but it wasn't fully what I needed, and I figured out this business really on my own. And I said, for years, realtors will come to me and ask me for help, and I'd help them a little one-offs here and there, and it was cool, but you know, it wasn't doing them the justice it should, and it wasn't doing me the justice that it should. So I came up with this program. I said, okay, if we could structure something, and this is for realtors of any brokerage in any state, where basically I'm going to teach you what I know and how to get that business and how to sell over 100 homes a year in 39 and 58 days, as I've done in the last 60 days. And the mistakes, and to avoid the mistakes. That's the biggest thing. It's not just about, you know, how to go get business. It's how to do it the right way, how to avoid costly mistakes. And there's too many realtors that are out there that haven't had proper training, who are just wild westing it with no etiquette towards other realtors whatsoever, or even clients.
It's a trial and error sort of learning, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous for the agent, it's dangerous for the broker, and it's really dangerous for the customer.
And not to mention, it's going to help you ethically as well as you become an agent. I've been to these FREC hearings, and they don't mess around. If you are violating your ethics at these FREC hearings, they'll whack you over there. So the training that you're going to get through Touchstone Real Estate School is going to teach you how to ethically be an agent as well. The Gold Rush coaching and mentorship program that Lee has is going to teach you how to make money, but also do it the right way, so to speak.
It's always the right way.
The great thing about your program is it costs a young agent zero. It doesn't cost anything out of pocket to join.
Yeah, so when I did a coaching about 2 years ago, when I was selling still over $20 million a year, but I wanted to get next level, and everyone's like, you need to talk to this guy, and I did, and I spent $2,000 a month for 6 months. And it was a waste. It was a complete waste. And no junior realtor or new realtor to this business has the funds or anything close to that. So for me, it's a referral-based percentage fee on transactions. I have to provide knowledge for them to be successful. Otherwise, my time's been wasted. So it's a hand-to-hand combat deal where every day I'm in their business and we're working together to maximize everything that they're doing. And again, it doesn't matter what brokerage that they're in. We'll take what they have at their brokerage, take what I have with the Gold Rush, put it together, and hopefully make some magic.
You know, one of the fights I have in my office all the time, being a lawyer, is I literally am up at night working every single night, basically. It's truly 24-hour type of job that I have. And before I had so many realtor friends, I thought that your job was fairly simple. Now that I know you, every successful agent that I ever know has responded to my email within 3 to 4 minutes, no matter what time of the day. Phone calls are responded to. Guys, being a successful agent It's truly a 24-hour job, is it not?
I have 2 cell phones. It's a 24-hour job. I work in 2 states and 4 markets. I worked till midnight last night. I had my first appointment at 9 today. But it is a 24/7-hour job, but it's a job where all I need is my iPhone. I could go take my daughter to Magic Kingdom, and I'm still working while standing in line. That's the beauty of this business.
It's a very much an unleashed career. You don't have to be in one particular location at any given point in time, especially now with, the digital environment that's been so robust in the last year. It's really just enabled us as realtors to do a better job, quite frankly.
I do Zooms now for every first time I meet a customer.
Oh, really?
Instead of going to a Starbucks or the office or meeting, it's made things so much more efficient too, because I'm doing stuff in real time on the computer. We're talking, we're getting a chance to know each other, and I'm doing 2 to 3 Zooms a day, and it works out great. But then again, I've been doing this type of stuff before pandemic. It's just now gone bonkers to the next level.
Yeah. If it's the thought of being an agent or the thought of a career change has been gnawing on you for a while, call us right now, 407-205-0400. I'll connect you with Addie right away. She'll get you that license. It doesn't cost a lot of money, but then the real commitment comes in after you get that license, and that's where Lee steps in. He's going to coach you. It doesn't cost you anything to go from 0 to 100 fairly quickly. Don't go through this 10-year process of making the same mistakes a lot of agents have made when you have a coach who's going to coach you up the right way.
Can I say one thing? If you sell one home a month, one average home, $300,000 a month, okay, that's a $9,000 commission before you split with your broker. Think about what that one can do for your family. And people are like, well, you're a part-time realtor. Well, part of the gold rush. Ready? Here's your first nugget for you, okay? Yeah. You are not a part-time realtor. You're a full-time realtor. You might have other obligations going on in your life, but real estate is your passion, and real estate is what you do. You're still doing something else to occupy your time.
And who would have ever thought the market would be as hot as it is right now in Florida? And before the show, Lee was telling me he thinks it might cool off a little bit. We're not going to have another crash, guys.
No.
I've told you this 1,000 times. We will not have a 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12 crash like we did back then. Could it cool off a little bit? Sure. But right now, the market is hot. And you might be looking for a house right now. And Addie and Lee both brought some properties, some listings that they have, so you can get an idea of what is out there on the market and what it's going to cost to get in a new house right now. Lee, let's start with you. Porter Road. Where is this?
So this is in Summer Lake. This is in Winter Garden. This is in Horizon West. Have you heard those words before?
A million times. From you, you're the mayor, or you can't get into Horizon West without going through Lee Goldberg.
I think that I like that idea. I have sold almost 85 homes in Summer Lake alone. I live in there, so you could be my neighbor. This is an awesome home, completely upgraded, and it's got a pool, which is very hard to find in this area, listed under $500,000, and in a community with an elementary school that's in it, with great parks and walking trails and great events, and Disney fireworks when they're going. You can see Magic Kingdom fireworks perfectly from this community and from this location. And did I also say, once again, you could be my neighbor?
That's right. And not far from town, and you can get to town very quickly from there as well, but yet you can still get a decent deal as opposed to the Winter Parks or the Dr. Phillips of the world.
Well, yes and no. So the inventory has shrunk tremendously, where I had 5 homes late summer that was a little bit difficult to move. And then around December, January, which I predicted, I said once after the election and things settle down and we get into the new year and vaccines start rolling out, things will change. And we're seeing people moving from all over, but inventory is way low in this area, and you're seeing things go for very top dollar right now, but it's absolutely one of the best parts of Central Florida. It's all new, it's beautiful, and it's great highways.
And Lee Goldberg, the realtor, will show you this house this weekend if you'd like. 407-205-0400. Willingham Road. Where's this?
This is in Chuliota.
Chuliota.
Yeah.
Okay. If my daughter's watching, close close your eyes. I know what we're getting into here.
Oh, this is perfect for your kids. So we're at 2.34 acres. We've got the main house here, newer roof, and the home's in good shape. It needs a little updating inside, but you see the pool is absolutely gorgeous. It's on a pond. It has a detached shop and garage. It has our garage attached, but there's the shop, as you can see, and that's something that a lot of people are looking for. And listen, you're in Lake County, Addie. You know there's properties like this up there. Go like that.
Yes.
And this is a special one because you're minutes away from everything that Oviedo has to offer. Again, this is Chulioto, but you're minutes away from Oviedo, and you are in the country, but at the same time, you are right in the thick of things nearby. And it's just God's country. It's just beautiful. Look at all those trees. You could go shoot your guns out there if you wanted. You know?
Beautiful place. All right, and lastly for Lee, Keeneland Circle. Lee, where's this?
So this one's Dr. Phillips, Windermere area. This is a great, beautiful home on an awesome piece of property. It sits on a pond, and it's got a pool. It's a beautiful home in a great area. You're in a restaurant row. You're near the lakes. You're near Universal. This home is the quintessential home that you would find in the Dr. Phillips or Windermere area. Very spacious, upgraded, and nice. A lot of natural light coming in. But more importantly, excellent school zone for this home. And look at that backyard. It's spectacular right
Beautiful. If you'd like to see any of these properties or you want to start your house hunt, call Lee Goldberg, 407-205-0400. Now, Addie Owens brought us a property here as well. Now, this is out in Tavares. Is it Tavares or Tavares?
It's Tavares.
It's Tavares. Thank you. And I called her the mayor of Lake County. She's not the mayor, but I feel like you've got to go through her to do anything in Lake County. Not only that, she was the president of the Realtors Association out there last year, I believe, too, right? That sounds like a full-time job in itself.
It was.
In Lake and Sumter County, I believe, right?
Yeah, I was the pandemic president.
I see. That's easy. No, that wasn't a difficult time at all.
Not at all.
This is Fairview Avenue. Tell me about this one.
30935 Fairview Avenue in Tavares. It's right on the cusp of the Mount Dora border off of Lakeshore Drive. It's absolutely stunning. The one word I like to use to describe this house is unassuming. It's on 2.14 acres, but as you can see by the pictures, you've got a beautiful gourmet kitchen. You would not suspect that from the outside of this house, this is what you're going to get. It packs a mean punch. It does have some outbuildings for RV storage or boat storage or any sort of toys that you like, but as you can tell from the photos, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I like to refer to it as the Scandinavian ranch home. It's got a little bit of that minimalistic flavor in there. It was built in 2017, and as you know, Lee, we're dealing with some roof issues in our industry, so you don't have to worry about a new roof. It is conveniently located between the downtowns of Tavares, which is a hopping nightlife in Lake County, and downtown Mount Dora. It's literally a 3-minute drive to downtown Mount Dora.
Unbelievable, really.
Awesome. Yeah.
Tavares is great. I love it up there.
And growing, too. That whole area is absolutely booming.
And you can have horses there.
Oh, well,
so it's convenient.
Sophia, close your ears. Continue.
It used to be far. It's not far anymore. Like Tavares and Eustis and Mount Dora are no longer far.
What a show. If you're thinking about a career change, these two will get you there. Touchtone Real Estate School, a Gold Rush coaching and mentorship program. I mean, I can't think of a better way to success in the real estate world than calling these two right now. 407-205-0400. Lee Goldberg, good to see you as always, buddy.
Likewise.
Thanks for coming in. Addie Owens, you did a great job. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Most importantly, thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending some of your weekend here with us every single weekend. If you want to get pre-approved, Dallas is there. 407-205-0400. I'm attorney Justin Clark, and we'll see you next week for You Have Real Estate.
Just in case you haven't heard lately, mortgage rates are at historic lows. In my entire career, I have never seen them dip this low. Now may be your best time to own your dream home and stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rent, refinance to a lower rate to save money on your monthly mortgage payment, or pay off high-interest credit card and other debt. My name is Dallas Lehman, president of You Have Mortgage. No one knows when rates will begin to climb again, but they will and can go back up quickly. Call me today so we can tailor your historic rate and program. Our premier Under One Roof team is here to provide our very best for you.